Welcome to Vulcan Materials, Ensley Central Services. As required by the Mine Safety and Health Administration, all visitors must receive site-specific training before being exposed to potential hazards. You will be provided with a copy of the Vulcan Materials site-specific form. The topics on this form will be covered in the video. As the topics are covered in the video, please mark an X in the appropriate box. Please do not hesitate to ask questions if you do not understand something on this form or in the video. Before entering the Ensley shop, you must sign in. This must be done every time you come to the site. Also, do not forget to sign out when you leave. Mobile equipment has blind spots, so stay clear and do not approach equipment unless the operator knows you are there and signals that it is okay. Stay back from equipment on ramps. It could coast downhill if the engine fails. When you exit your vehicle, always set the parking brake and chock the wheels. Traffic pattern at the shop is two-way. Always drive on the right-hand side. Large mobile equipment has greater stopping distances and reduced visibility due to blind spots. Therefore, they always have the right-of-way. Your work area should be inspected often. Stay away from any area that is not your authorized work area. If you detect a hazard, post a warning or barricade and report it. Do not work on or close to any machine that has not been stopped and blocked to make it safe for movement. Electrically powered equipment must be shut off, de-energized, and locked and tagged. Remember, only you can place and remove your lock when performing lockout/tagout. Be sure to address all energy sources to prevent sudden movement or activation. Replace guards before operating equipment. Hearing protection, plugs and/or muffs must be worn in noisy areas where posted. SDS, or safety data sheets, are available for hazardous chemicals upon request. All hazardous chemicals you bring on site must be accompanied with an SDS sheet and all containers must be labeled. Safety glasses are required at all times. Goggles or face shields are required when there are special hazards due to grinding, cutting, etc. Cutting goggles and welding hoods are required for hot work. Always use 3 points of contact when climbing. Use handrails on stairs and walkways. Practice good housekeeping and report trip hazards. Cluttered workspaces can create slip, trip, and fall hazards. Be sure to wear proper fall protection, full body harness, lanyard, and anchorage point when there is danger of falling. Wear a hard hat at all times, unless you are in a designated safe zone such as the office. Inspect your work area for hazards that could fall from above. Hard-toed safety shoes must be worn to protect your feet. Never drop material from overhead structures unless the area below is cleared of personnel or suitable warning is provided. Do not stand under suspended loads. Do not smoke or use flame-producing devices in areas where flammable or combustibles exist or are posted. Avoid areas where welding fumes or engine exhaust are present. Use mechanical exhaust ventilation when welding in confined spaces. Use a respirator approved for welding fumes if needed. Keep gasoline-operated equipment out of confined spaces. Put up welding screens or barriers to protect others from the welding flash. Avoid areas where welding is taking place. Never look directly at the arc. Do not operate equipment near energized overhead electrical lines. Have ground systems tested on temporary or portable devices and cords or use GFCI, otherwise known as ground fault circuit interrupters. Only authorized persons can work on electrical equipment. Seatbelts are required to be worn at all times while on company property. The designated assembly area in the event of an emergency is the flagpole near the office. The emergency numbers for fire, ambulance, police, and hospital, the CB channel, office number, and shop manager number are listed on your site-specific training form. First aid supplies and an automated external defibrillator are available in the event of an emergency. Remember to be where your feet are, and always be aware of your surroundings. Plan ahead and consider potential hazards before starting work. Your site-specific training is now complete. Please give this form to the appropriate Vulcan representative, and he or she will mark your authorized work area in the plant and provide you with a copy of your training record. Thank you for your participation.